Thanks for joining me here at Design Decals School. Always appreciate any likes and subscribes, so thank you in advance for those. So I've never done a video on just Canva before, which is weird because I use it all of the time. I love Canva, constantly telling people about it. So I thought it was about time that I shared some of the tips and the tricks that you might not know about. So in this video, I thought I would do 10 different things that you can do on Canva, and I've made sure that every single one of them you can still do on a free account and you don't have to pay anything for them. So quite a few of these I've just picked up from constantly using it myself and just clicking on different buttons and stumbling across them. But there are a few that I have learned on TikTok as well. So anyone that I've learned from, I'm going to mention them during the video, and I will add a link to their TikTok account in the description as well. So the first one is super helpful to people like me who sell decal designs, or if you sell any type of art or designs in general really. So Canva now have a selection of different mockups available. Either search in pictures or in the search bar. And a number of different options will come up, so just drag the one you want into a blank document and make it the size relevant to where you're going to be posting it. And then just upload your design into it, and really it's as easy as that. And then download it as a PNG or JPEG and upload it where you want it to go. The second tip is that you can create your own branded invoices in Canva. If you find the Etsy or Shopify order forms really boring and you want to spice it up a bit, or if you don't sell on there and you just sell through Facebook but you really want something that looks a bit more professional, then there are a ton of different templates on there that you can click on, and you can just change background, different elements, do whatever you want to do with it, change the fonts, and just use kind of that as a base to create your own, or you can create it from a blank template if you know exactly how you want it to look. So I got the next two tips from KCH Company on TikTok, so thank you very much to her for those. And the first one is the use of Biolink websites. So I'm personally still using both Linktree and Links with 2 I's for my social media profiles. I use them on Instagram and TikTok so that when customers click through, they can click a variety of my links and not just the one. And I use those because I like the analytics that they give me. But if you want one that is really suited to your personal brand and you want to have a bit more control over the design, then you can use Canva for this purpose. So just look for Biolink website in the search bar and it'll pull up a load of different quite colourful templates that you can use. Just look for the one that fits your brand. I'm going to go for this one on the bottom left. Then you can just change out pictures, wording, and then when you want to add a link, you use that button there, add all the different links you want to send your customers to. Then you can add all of the different links, but then you can add more pictures, elements, change the background, do whatever you want to do with it. Then once you're done, publish as website. I've went for the scrolling option so it looks like this. Then use bit.ly to shorten the top link to share it. And then the second tip from KCH Company was how to create carousel posts for Instagram, which look really cool. So this is how you do that. So create a new design, do a custom size and make the width 5400 by 1080 pixels. Create new design. And then you want to make sure the rulers and also the guides are turned on. So you do that via file. And then I find it a bit easier if you make this a bit larger. So I'm going to set it to 50%. And then you pull the guides across so that you've got 5 separate squares. So you want to be pulling them to 1080, 2160, 3240 and 4320 to make 5 equal 1080 squares. And then the idea here is that you do whatever wording you want, but then you'll do different elements across each of the squares so that it kind of flows really nicely and it looks as if it's all one big picture. This looks really rubbish. I'm sure you can do a much better job than me. Make it look much better. But when you're done, download as a PNG and then go to Pine Tools Split Image. I will link it, and either split into 5 blocks horizontally, or you can do 1080 pixels as well. Either way, it's going to give you 5 separate squares the same size when you split image. And then you can just upload them to Instagram, make sure they're in the right order, and it'll look like one big seamless picture when people scroll through it, and it'll look really good. So my 5th tip is about elements. If you're not using elements yet, then get on them. There's some really cool ones in there for all different styles and can be used in all sorts of different ways. But if you find an element that you really like and kind of goes with your brand, is the right kind of colour scheme, if you want to find more that are just like that one, then click the 3 dots on the picture and then click see more like this, and that will take you to lots more in the same sort of style. And then if you don't want to lose it, make sure you add to likes, and then you can find all of those in the folders at the bottom. So the 6th tip I learned from Rebel Nutrition on TikTok. She has some great tips, and that is to use desktop wallpapers to organize your computer. So just go onto desktop wallpaper and it'll give you the right size, and there are loads of templates you can use, but you can just also use your own background, whatever you want to choose for it, and then just add different elements in there. So you can add photos, add like an inspirational saying, or if you've got a mantra you like to repeat every day, maybe put that in the middle. Add some like inspirational pictures, and then add boxes depending on what kind of folders you have on your desktop. So maybe if you've got stuff on there you need to finish, or if you've got like business receipts or business expenses, then you could do that. And then basically just add it as your desktop wallpaper and move your files around into the different sections. I'm not going to do it with mine just yet, but it does look pretty cool. Before I knew this next one, I would spend so long trying to line everything up. So since I've learned it, it's saved me so much time. And it's a super easy tip. If you want to make sure everything has the right space in between it, you just select them all, go in position and tidy up, and it will make sure they're all lined correctly and neatly. Then the 8th tip is a huge time saver as well. If you are editing a photo in Canva using like the hue and saturation, and you really like the way it looks and you've got it to like the perfect shade, really fits with your brand or whatever, you can actually just copy the filter code and paste that into future projects, so it recreates the same filter again and again on your photos. This next one I learned from the Template Creative on TikTok, and it's really cool for creating social media graphics, especially if you've got like a sale on or something and you want to draw people's attention to it. And it's a cool trick to make it look like your text is typing. So you start with the word you want to make look like it's typing, and then you go on animate and choose the fade option and then set it to about 0.3 seconds. Then you're going to duplicate the page, in this case 5 times because there are 5 letters in hello. Then once you've done that, go back to the first one and you're going to want to make it so there's like 1 letter in the first one, 2 in the second, 3 in the third, and so on and so forth. And then once you've done that, all you need to do is play it to just double check. There we go. And then download as an MP4 and upload it to where you want it to go. And then the last tip is, did you know you can now record presentations in Canva with a video of yourself talking the whole way through? And then you can share a link with others once it's done. So if you don't use Canva already, hopefully this has persuaded you to use it. But if you do, hopefully there were some tips in there that you didn't already know, and then you can use from now on to save you a bit of time or to make some cool new things. I really hope it was helpful anyway. And do leave me a comment if you've got any other great Canva tips as well, because I'd love to hear them. I'm constantly finding new things on there. But otherwise, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.